Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Action VFX live stream. Before we get started with the show, do let us know that you can hear us loud and clear. Just sound off in the comment section that you can hear us, you can see us. We're going to try not to get banned this live stream. So, so let's make sure that we can keep that happening. And yeah, so let us know in the comments that everything's coming through. We actually have a warm-up question for you guys as well. So we want to know, what are the best online resources for keeping up to date with VFX? Let us know where you're getting these sources and like where you're kind of like seeing the latest things and the latest trends. Me personally, I'm actually learning a lot more from like LinkedIn being a very valuable resource from people kind of like experimenting and then sharing those things too. So I'm learning through that experimental phase. Doug, first up, let's introduce who's with us today. Doug Hogan's here.
Hey, guys. Hi. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing today?
Oh, well, I mean, very good here, but, you know, I'm hoping in the chat we can sound off. We've already seen Nicholas is here. Greetings from Southeast Asia. Thank you for joining us today.
Other side of the world. Yeah, what time is it there? Wow.
I was going to say, yeah, no,
that's up late or early.
5 o'clock.
Well, that's an up late. It's my evening right now. So
he's a visual effects artist.
Oh wait, yeah, Tom, what time is it for you? Is it 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock. Yeah.
You know, that's
quitting time.
They made a song just to tell you.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So we time is very different. Action VFX. We're all over the globe, aren't we?
Global, yeah.
But yeah, so Doug, thank you for joining us today. Obviously, we're going to be talking about like ComfyUI and some good things there.
Yeah.
But you know, let's throw this question to yourself first. Like, how do you stay up to date? Because you've just brought something to Action VFX, which is very modern, very on trend right now.
Yeah.
How do you keep in the loop?
Having conversations with people, honestly, like that's, you know, visual effects artists are pretty chatty. We like to share what we're doing, what we're experimenting with, because we're all trying to find our way through the weeds. And I use LinkedIn a lot. YouTube, somebody just posted like YouTube feeds. That helps a lot. And then Discords. There's a whole bunch of Discords. The Action VFX Discord is great for that. I'm the community manager over at the FX PhD Talk Discord. And, you know, it's just any place that you can go to that has a bunch of professionals that are working in the field and they're trying to solve the same pain points that you are. I tend to just try to spend as much time as I can there, and ask questions, because there are no dumb questions when everything's developing this fast. Everybody's probably wondering the same stuff. So that's how I try. I don't know how well I do, but I definitely try to keep up with everything.
I feel like at the speed of stuff right now, it's always cranking faster and faster and faster. Why? Do you have any places that you go to?
I agree with you guys. LinkedIn is great because it's like the business social media. And then I've said it before, once you get a job and like Doug said, you're surrounded by visual effects artists, it's being in that environment and that community where you're just constantly hearing what other people are doing, and you can kind of leech information off of that. And like Discord is a great thing, because if you aren't working directly with visual effects artists, getting in those types of communities are like one of the best ways to stay updated.
Yeah, they used to be BBS boards back in the day. Now it seems to be a lot of Discords. But I mean, that's how I got my first job in the industry, was just by going on those old forums, talking with professionals that were working in all these different studios. And luckily, some of them review your work, give you, they're at like ILM and they're reviewing your stuff. So the information they're giving you is just, huge. And then you just kind of make connections, and you just keep it going. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, I will say, following people on Instagram, if you find any visual effects artists you like, follow them on Instagram, stay updated. There was a guy named Peter France who worked at Corridor Digital, and I got to work on one of his short films. The only reason was because he posted on his Instagram story saying, "Hey, I need help with visual effects.
Yeah.
Send me your reel." And it was just luck of the draw that I saw it and I messaged. So like, follow everyone you can and stay as communicative in that.
I feel like there's definitely having, as you were saying, like, network, you definitely all keep each other in the loop, and then you'll find like friends and colleagues that will share like, "Hey, I've just seen this thing," and like, I mean, me, Wyatt, and Sam, we have a little group chat on Instagram. We'll send stuff, but like even earlier today, a friend sent over an AI that they were playing with, and it created like a Bond soundtrack, and it just sounds incredible. Where it's just and it's completely randomly out of the blue, but it's like, cool. I didn't know that was a thing, and now I do.
Yeah.
I'll need you to send that to me later, Tom.
Sounds like vibe.
Anything involving Bond.
Maybe we'll play at the end of the show.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned like group chats and different communities, because like that really is the trick to keeping. I mean, it's an exponential development curve we're on right now, and the only way to parse all that information, honestly, is together. So wherever you can share information, and please share information, don't hoard it. Let people know what you're doing, because it's a huge part of the visual effects industry, is the social network side of it. Your own personal work, sharing, groupthink. It's a big deal.
Absolutely, yeah, and that was very well put from someone who's also created a course for us recently. So good segue, because a big part of this past month was the launch of our first ever course as well. Thank you, Doug, for introduction to ComfyUI for VFX.
Yeah,
with Doug Hogan.
Yeah, with me. Lots of underlines under intro too, because we are just scratching the surface. It's intro.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously we're going to be talking a lot more about uploading. We're talking a lot more about this a bit later as we keep chatting. But yeah, this was a big thing, and it's been the first month of it as well. So like, this is a fountain of knowledge. So big thing right now as well is obviously using AI into your pipelines for VFX. So we'll talk about this a bit later on. We also do have some things to go on. We've got the Discord challenge announcement, the prizes and winners there. We're going to be looking through some of your work, but we also have some assets to let you guys know about as well. So Wyatt, what's cooking at the moment?
Well, new assets we have dropped are the Dripping Blood Volume 1, which we talked about a little bit last live stream. We also have Dripping Blood Volume 2, and these are great. There's a whole variety of blood on swords, blood dripping down stairs, blood dripping off tables. And a cool thing about it is that you don't get just the blood dripping off the table, you get it pooling on the ground below, and you get that drip so that you can show it in a wide shot if you need to. And they come with a lot of great lighting, all EXR files. It really just works well in any scene that you need to traumatize somebody when you show it to them.
What's the recipe, by the way? It's a personal horror movie thing. What's the recipe for the blood? Do you guys have it? You want to share it?
I mean, why were you on set for the blood? I think I've asked you before.
I was not on set for the blood, but I do know one product I can tease exclusively for our viewers is that we have chunky blood hits coming out. And I know that the chunks were made with cheese.
Love it.
Letting everyone know the special
on top of that,
here.
we have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get you guys to manufacture action VFX, like physical blood for Halloween coming up.
There you go.
Get it into Spirit Halloweens or something like that. That'd be cool.
That's it. Yeah, because I mean, all of these new releases are definitely targeting those for Halloween. If you're creating a horror film right now, definitely look these up, include them into your shorts or short films, horror features if you're making them. Or Wyatt, hang on, have you got something to show us, or should we save that for a bit later?
I have some blood comps I've been working on for a new tutorial I'm cooking up. But due to us having some unfortunate run-ins with YouTube's censorship policies, we've been banned before. So this may not give you the full look, but it'll give you a little tease of what's coming up. And you can kind of just imagine how brutal it'll be when we show you the final clips.
Censored. I'm hoping everyone's imagination is going wild right now.
Yep.
Wow, yeah. Look forward to that, everyone.
That is amazing.
When you could actually see it as well. Yeah.
And we'll break down the whole thing and hopefully not get banned.
So Wyatt, tell us a little bit about that tutorial as well and what you're highlighting.
Yeah, so I'm kind of known as the blood guy because I like to do a lot of horror short films, and it's just very fun for me to do, mixing all the practical elements with our visual effects assets. And so recently we released a fire tutorial going over all the ways to best set up fire to get the most out of the action VFX assets we use, how to composite it in different lighting environments and situations. And so we're kind of doing that with the blood and showing how you can implement it into different surfaces, such as swords, stairs, walls, dripping down a severed arm. And then we'll have a tutorial kind of just going over what all those best practices are. And I'll share my knowledge on how I make all these violent comps.
Maybe just for we can share the actual clip uncensored on Discord as well, just to kind of show everyone, see what we're cooking, and then if there's areas that people want to know about as well, sound off, let us know, and we'll include that in the tutorial too.
Yeah.
Cool, nice. What else we got? What?
There's another comp I believe you made, Tom, that I'd like to show off.
Okay. So backstory for this one is I was just telling Doug before we started the show, my little girl is currently having a sleep regression. So at 2 a.m, I was bored and wide awake. So I started making this, and I feel like it's a subconscious of how I was feeling at the time, maybe.
All good art.
So if, enjoy. So yeah, everything that you're seeing here is completely from Action VFX, like every asset, yeah, actually everything from the background and sun and stuff. So this was thrown together pretty quickly, and quite happy with it. But if you guys are curious of how I did this while sleep deprived, then let us know, and we'll definitely start cooking up a tutorial for it.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man. It's great.
I love the asteroid belt in the bottom and how you can see it looping around. The nebula in the background.
I nerd out about that asteroid belt as well, but I love that you have some like lens stretching right at the edge there. That's the stuff I nerd out about. Just those little tiny details makes the image sing. It's great, man.
Oh, cheers. Well, it was very very quick to do with all of our assets. Most of these are also part of the Essentials catalog as well, which is, you know, if you have the subscription, you can download all the sci-fi and solar system planets. The asteroid belt is the asteroid field is for free. It's pretty. You could make this pretty quickly. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Thank you. I don't. Sat. What's 999? What 911? Sorry. 999 is the UK.
Oh, it's a
sorry.
It's a cop show, and it's kind of like it's one of those where like a big event happens and it's following the cops have to like interact with a new dangerous situation. And I think they're on like season 7, so the stakes have escalated, and now it's meteors are striking Earth.
We've gone
and the police have to
full Armageddon. Okay, love it. I think that's when the show should end.
It's a wild trailer.
Like, that's when you're really starting to scrape the bottom.
Yeah, I'm curious to see because it's a hailstorm of about like 200 meeters hitting Earth. So
check out the show.
Be curious to see how they pull through.
Yeah, Sam's going to send me the meme. But yeah, no, great. And again, you know, we listen to you guys all the time. So if you want a tutorial, request it, and absolutely we'll make that for you. So cool. Let's talk about some other cool stuff that's going on in terms of educational content. Doug, you made us a course.
I made you all a course. I did. Yeah. First one out of the gates. Cool. Yeah.
It's not just the first one out of the gate, but also the first one we've ever really done, period, in terms of selling and promote. You know, it's I kind of think let's start like by first introducing what it is. Tell us about the course.
Yeah. It's been long in development, so we've been talking about this for quite a while. But it's an introduction to ComfyUI, which is for those who aren't familiar, it's a node-based open source software, very similar to Nuke. So that's kind of how it came on my radar. I was like, hey, that looks familiar. I'm a Nuke guy, and jumped into there, and it's a way to utilize and use all these different machine learning AI models to do different visual effects tasks. So background replacement, face replacement, matte painting extensions. I mean, kind of you name it, it can do it. And this is a nice introduction to how all of this works. So if you've ever, you know, I feel like we've gotten to that moment where even our moms are using ChatGPT. At least my mom is, and I'm just like, uh-oh, we're at that point. But if you've ever wondered how those images are made, actually under the hood, it's not magic. It's math and some really clever algorithms and some computer science. So it's a nice deep dive into really how it works, because that's, at least in my personal learning style, that's how I get my head around things first. And once I understand, like, okay, I'm not memorizing all these knobs and buttons and all that stuff. I'm getting a foundational knowledge of just like how AI actually generates an image, and then how AI actually generates a video, and then how AI grabs, you know, segments out of an image and to make basically a roto. And it's just all of these different exploration techniques that it's a 8-9 hour course that's broken up in these little modules. So we try to make it as bite-sized as possible, so your butt doesn't fall asleep while you want to go out, you know, you go outside, you have some time to digest, because that's a big part of getting absorbing all of this really big AI information, is just letting it kind of take its time and ingest it. So it's a nice module size. We have a ton of really great resources as well. Cheats, a whole big cheat sheet guide that, if you can refer to back, so you don't have to rewatch, me talking about videos. You can go back and, and reference documents. And then we also have some really great tools that help you get it installed as easy as possible, because that is the biggest hurdle. And, the great thing about Action VFX is we've been, again, listening to everybody as they do the course. And we've been providing support to help get Comfy installed as easy as possible, because that really is the hardest part. So there's a lot of great tools that automatically download all the models you need, all the nodes. Really just, I say it a lot in there, but we're trying to make it as comfortable as possible to learn ComfyUI and get this new AI tool in your toolbox. So with the hope, that this makes you an even more valuable visual effects artist in the industry. I use ComfyUI daily, and I'm working in the industry, and I know a lot of people like that as well. So it's a very valuable tool. I think everybody should start learning now, and this is our first step in that direction.
And
we actually have a trailer to take a little look at.
Become the compositor studios can't afford to replace. Easily harness the full power of ComfyUI using Action VFX's Introduction to ComfyUI for VFX course. Taught by Doug Hogan, a VFX artist with 18 years of VFX experience and countless credits within the VFX industry. Within this course, you'll learn how to install ComfyUI, quickly generate clean plates, create utility passes, speed up set extensions, create 3D models from images, and so much more. You'll also get free EXR footage, workflows, and cheat sheets. So visit actionvfx.com to sign up today and become the compositor studios want to hire.
Yeah, I love it. I love too that you guys filmed new footage, outside of the practice library for this course. And as we're doing this, the first introduction is to get your guys' head around it. The next one down the line, then we're going to be going in and using ComfyUI to doing specific VFX tasks on that footage. So rotoscoping out your people, generating that clean plate, tracking your camera, doing set extensions, doing sky replacements, doing like all of these really cool VFX workflows on top, and it'll all be built on that practice footage. So it's going to be cool to see that new footage evolve and turn into this epic shot at the end. I think there's aliens in the final shot. I don't know yet, but I think there might be aliens.
That's really cool. So can you take us back to like how did you come to discover ComfyUI and then kind of adopt it into your pipeline?
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that. How do you keep up with visual effects? And it was during the strikes a couple years ago that we all had some time on our hands, and that's the time to sharpen your saws. That's the time to tool up. So I saw a lot of people, playing around and having conversations with people. I would get on little chats with people and just be like, "Hey, what are you working on?" Again, VFX artists are chatty, and they kept talking about ComfyUI. And I opened it up, and it reminded me of old school Nuke. I've been using Nuke since like the 2.0 days, well before the Foundry, when it could do all sorts of weird things, because it was made by artists. And ComfyUI is very much made by artists and tech kind of coming together. It's this really cool kind of bridge open source piece of software out there for art. And so I started playing with it, and it very quickly became like, working at the studio, we would be having these like 911 those are emergencies, Tom. I don't
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, emergencies. And I just quickly was just like, hey, I know how to do that. I can, give me 3 hours. And it would start to be like, whoa, how can you rotoscope that in 3 hours? How can you make a clean plate in under an hour? Like, that's nuts. That's usually weeks long. How can you do a new matte painting, new sky replacement? Making objects from concept art and turning it into 3D objects for for game and optimizing and doing mesh stuff. So it just kind of worked very naturally into my workflows, and just made me want to dig more and more and more. Through all of that is a lot of false starts, a lot of roadblocks, a lot of people on social media. It's kind of an influx of VFX artists, but also this kind of new breed of almost tech bros coming in and saying AI is gonna, I just did this in 30 seconds, guys. Yeah. It's gonna totally take. And I'm like, it makes you kind of fearful as a VFX artist, but again, I just want to learn about it. I want to know how this stuff works. So then when you get into it, you quickly see like, oh, no, actually that doesn't work. That's that thing that looked great, roadblock, try again. So I kept a lot of detailed notes as on my own personal learning journey of just how all this stuff works. And that turned into this course. It's the course I would want to have as a VFX artist. If I wanted to learn ComfyUI, I want something that I can sit down, I can learn project by project, actually on tasks. We go into the theory, we do some fun stuff. I've been really enjoying all the hairless cat pictures that have been sent to me on social media. Buy the course, you'll understand. It's not weird, but I was
going to say, yeah, just random.
Yeah, just random hairless cats. Yeah, just what my inbox is filled with nowadays. But it's all these fun experiments of just like how this works. And it's what I would have really wanted to have, because it just takes you through it. And then at the end, what I'm hoping everybody sees is the same thing I'm feeling. Of just that there is so much this tool can do. And I really want to keep learning and keep experimenting, and hopefully just sets off on that journey. And then we're going to continuously kind of evolve the course, add some new stuff to it, make it more and more advanced, maybe some, additional intermediate advanced courses down the road when I can get some sleep. And then we'll do all that stuff. But that was kind of the birth of it. It was just my own learning journey of what I wanted to learn. And now it's so valuable. I use it every single day.
And for anyone that hasn't ever come across it before, or ever, whoever's not heard of ComfyUI and things, what do you feel like it can solve immediately, and tackle? What big pain points could ComfyUI solve in their workflows?
Yeah, right away, it's all of those time-consuming, monotonous tasks. So rotoscoping. Basically, if you've ever worked in CG, you get this magical pass called a cryptomat. It allows you to just grab a mat out of any object that you have. Live action footage, not so much. That's hardcore, painstaking rotoscoping. Now using SAM2, and there's another model called Florence 2. You can load up one of our ComfyUI workflows, bring in your footage, and you can immediately say like humans. And Florence 2 then tells SAM2, it's a little pass of the baton, hey, make an alpha mat for everything that you think is a human in this shot. And now we've got that segmentation. Goes down to hats, goes down to shirts. So you can make crypto mats basically from live action footage. And that just, I love rotoscoping. I've said this a lot. It's I think everybody
calming.
Needs to know. It's very calming. I like it a lot, but it's also takes a while. And I remember I saw some tutorials of this guy, just a master rotoscoper. He seriously spent like maybe a week doing every strand of hair on somebody's. It looked like a simulation. Like it didn't look real. And this dude, he's just such a badass with it.
Oh wait, I think I've seen this.
Have you?
Yeah, it's all the fine hair too.
It's
blowing in the wind.
It's so good. And I'm in awe of it. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh buddy, you don't gotta do that. Did you not know? Oh shoot. So it's all of those types of things. And then, it's what I get really excited about is it's opening up techniques that were only available for big studios before. Clean plating a shot is an essential part of being able to manipulate it, add new objects to it, change out things. It's such a hard thing to do. You need teams of artists really to do multiple tracking methods. Like it's really, really hard. ComfyUI, it's literally a model you load up, mix it in with your segmentation model, and now you say like now you've removed all humans from the shot. And we show, you know, some fun experiments with that where like it gets very literal, where this footage that we have here that you saw with the EXRs that come along with it, we, you know, segment out all the humans, but he's got a gun. And you see this floating gun just now moving through there, and because it did exactly what you asked it to do. It removed all humans, but it left everything else. And it's interesting to see like how it works. But that is a huge part of these high-end visual effects shots that now kids that are learning visual effects can hopefully get their hands on this and get really excited about. Whoa, I can do those big boy shots now. Like. We can use AI to do complete character replacements. You can generate your own concept art. It really just unlocks this a lot of creative possibilities that get me really excited to see get put in the hands of the younger artists, because right now is a very hard time for young artists to get into the VFX industry. We've seen a lot of junior artist positions kind of get the competition is just huge. Well, now they've got this new tool that is freely available to them. It's completely open source. And if they learn it, now they've got an edge. Now, and they can do some cool stuff. You know, like I just want to see all the really neat things that they can do. And that's what gets me really excited about it.
And you know, we've already said as well that like there's 8 hours worth of content in the course, 15 modules.
And like 14 different workflows. It's great.
Different workflows. There's so much packed into this course. Like, what lessons or modules do you feel like are complete game changers in your opinion? Like, what's the like? This is something you can't miss.
Yeah. The clean plating one is huge. I really, really think everybody needs to watch that because it sounds complicated. But then you get into it and you go, oh, wait, it's not. like this is actually not that hard. And it's just such a powerful tool. But then for a very long time, I ran the map painting department while also being the compositing super at a studio called Real Effects. And, you know, we would constantly, it would take weeks and weeks to do map paintings and different projections. And now you can load up Nuke or Blender, throw in some gray box pieces of geo there, then use it to drive your concept art to start iterating, saying like destroyed buildings, you know, and just kind of pick your style that you like and then project it right back onto that geo that you now have a camera track for. And you have a really high quality set extension, you know, right out of the box. So that I think is a definite can't miss. You've got to see like how this evolves the map painting and just environment creation aspect of visual effects. I think it's really huge. And yeah, those are the biggies that jump out at me right now. Yeah.
No, because that was something that, like, you know, watching the course, it is just impressive how, because you covered the theory as well of like why it's working in certain ways and what the AI is doing when you give it a prompt, and then seeing that come into it and go like, okay, no, you are, like you said, like all you've done is like drawn over the actors and been like, remove these. Yeah. And just like that was, for me, that was points where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't need to, okay, all right, yeah, I can, it is that easy.
And it's constantly improving. It's constantly evolving and changing. That's honestly one of the hardest parts of doing this course is putting it out there and making it as evergreen as possible. That's why we're really spend a lot of time on the theory aspect of everything, because it's constantly changing. It's getting better. You know, this is really the worst it's ever going to look. Like, this is the hardest it's ever going to be. It's just going to get easier as we go through there. And the artists that put the time in now to really get their head around this stuff, getting the right learning headspace of how to learn how these AI models work, because the future's full of them. Like, it's not going to just be one or two. It's going to be hundreds of models. So how do you start playing with these things and approach it so it doesn't feel so overwhelming? And how do you break it down into like these controllable aspects? So it's not, you're not just hit and redo. You're not just hitting the D for dinosaur button over and over again until you get it. Like, you can really work with the AI. And that's hopefully what people also get from this, is just like the future of visual effects is VFX artists plus AI. Put those guys together and it's a partnership, it's a collaboration, and you can do some like really incredible stuff very fast. And studios love artists that can do a lot of work really, really fast.
So,
yeah, I agree completely with that. With AI, I think a lot of people have a fear of it, that it's going to replace everything, but it's about figuring out how to use it to speed up your workflow, not to replace your workflow. And there have been a couple stories recently, like Lionsgate has been dedicating time to try and make entire AI movies for the past year. They just came out and said they've made zero progress. And then Sylvester Stallone said he wanted the next Rambo to be a prequel entirely AI generated using a younger model of him, and he said it just wouldn't work. Like, they couldn't make it.
No, I mean, you also say, I come from a feature animation background, so I'm sure you've seen like Critters is OpenAI's first animation project, and they're like, we're gonna do it for $90 million in 9 months, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm sure you can produce a 2-hour-long AI video in 9 months, but I don't know if it's going to be any good, guys. Like, I think the art of filmmaking and storytelling is still going to be very much alive. Artists want to make things, give them the right tools, they'll make incredible things. But yeah, I've read the same exact article about Lionsgate. They're just spinning their wheels, because I think they're approaching it as a replacement. We're just going to replace that whole thing and just be able to just press the button and out comes movies. And that's not ever going to be the case. A really interesting new aspect of visual effects right now with AI is also VFX artists that are really good at cleaning up AI, going through like the things that AI can't do just because of its system architecture, which is like, it has trouble with spelling, has trouble with math. Like, it just can't get its head around those things because it's a predictive model. Just under its architecture, that's how it works. So there's always going to be this key point for a human artist to be in there. But what's going to happen is that these artists that have a creative vision, now they can use these tools to really enact it, and they don't need $30 million to do it. They don't need a huge studio. They can just go on, they can release it on YouTube, monetize it all to, all that they want, and they now have ownership of something that they produced. It's never been the case before. And I'm really excited to see what younger artists do with this stuff, because it is very hard to be a junior artist in the VFX industry, but it doesn't mean they're any less talented. Like, I was once a junior artist as well. Like, and the door was open. This is, the traditional door might be a little bit more closed, but there's a giant gaping hole in the side of the building that you can go around to if you just kind of go the unbeaten path and have some excitement and curiosity about what's around that corner. And I think it's visual effects artists with AI.
Yeah, no, well put as well. And for anyone that's like against AI right now, or feeling like it's a bit of a hype and stuff like that, or maybe just on the fence about the course in general, then what would you say to them to be like, no, these are the 3 things that I encourage you to check out and to take on?
Yeah, I will tell you right
away from the course.
Yeah, I'll tell you right out of the gate, the hype is 1,000% too much for AI, and I think you'll see that once you start working with AI and you see that it can't do everything that they're saying it to. I encourage you guys to, whenever you look on social media and the new models are being put out there, look at the date that is coming out. It's almost cyclical, and it's usually around funding rounds. So a lot of these companies, I was reading a great Wall Street Journal the other day. It was like the expansion of AI is growing, but the monetization is struggling. This is like very early Silicon Valley stuff, where like everybody's kind of operating with like post profit, like profits coming down the road, and they build funding that way. So they cherry pick the results, they make it look very easy and automatic, and it 1,000% is not. So once you start understanding that it isn't an automatic thing, AI is not magic. It's in your hands to work with. I think that just kind of it opens the aperture up. You start seeing it for what it actually is. And that's a big thing I want people to take from this course. If you've been on the fence, because it's an investment in yourself, totally, I totally respect that. And that's why we put so much work into this, of trying to just throw as much as we possibly can in this without overwhelming, but we want to give you a lot of value in this course, to not only be able to use the tool, to install it, but also like unlock this, how to view AI tools and what you can actually really do with it. And I think once you understand how it works, the fear goes away. And then, early on, I saw a lot of, I get reached out a lot by VFX artists, just kind of asking how to figure out how to get through all this stuff. And it's just kind of, you just got to start into it, start playing around with it. You'll start learning it's not something to be fearful for, and then share what you're doing, because I guarantee you will then start getting reached out by new people. People will ask you, hey, how'd you do that? And then you'll spread the knowledge. Again, VFX artists are very chatty. So that's what I hope they get from this more than anything, that they lose the fear of AI, that they understand it's in their hands, and that they become this artist at their studio or future studio that is like, that's the guy. That's the person that we go to ask those questions of how do you do that? Because then it grows, and then there's more artists that start coming on. And then I think that's where the visual effects artists, the industry needs to go. Just in general, we need an upgrade. And right now, AI is that upgrade. And I don't think people should be scared of it. I think they should embrace it. And especially now that we have ethical pathways to using it, with like Moon Valley is like the shining light right now. More people are coming on board that make it so that you can use these tools without feeling icky, not feeling like you stole anything. It's really, it's growing into a tool that I want everybody to play with and learn. You got to learn it.
Absolutely. And, at the moment, I'm sure many people watching right now have also a part of our Discord. If you're not, then definitely jump over.
Join, yeah.
Because we have the Comfy for VFX channel, where people are obviously communicating, they're sharing work. Lots of people
questions.
kind of asking questions.
Yeah.
Very important as well, and getting the support that they need from it as well. And I kind of wanted to ask as well whether what success stories and favorite comments. You said that you're getting bombarded with hairless cat videos or images.
In fairness, I asked for them, but you ask the internet, they'll send it to you. But yeah.
Even if you didn't ask, they'd send it to you.
Yeah, probably. Keep sending them. I love them. My favorite comments are from people that are just like, thank you. I made this course kind of how I would want it to be if I was starting out here. So it's been really nice just to see it's connecting with people, and it's helping people get guided through how to get up and on their feet with ComfyUI. It's been, I've gotten some cool, I was out in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and of course we stopped by the Yoda fountain, right? And take a picture in front of ILM. And then we left. It was like maybe 5 minutes, and I posted that picture, and I immediately got people from ILM that bought the course, and they were saying why didn't you stop by? Next time you're here, give us we'll give you a tour. And I'm like, whoa, it's not just junior. There's tons of people that are very interested in this space. So it's just neat to see how it's connecting with young artists, veteran artists, just people who love visual effects, because that is really, I love visual effects. I don't want to see it die. Hollywood is not gone. Visual effects is not gone. It's just evolving. And I'm hoping that this one plays a small part in helping people evolve along with the change, so that then they have this nice long career like I've been blessed with. I've been working in the industry for almost 20 years now. My kids have no clue what a real job is, because I just make cartoons and and you know, videos like you were posting, Tom, you're ruining your kids. They'll have no idea.
Yeah. No clue.
But it's really neat and it's gratifying. And it makes me want to learn more and keep going, to just hopefully help where I can.
That's incredible. And we've actually got some work to review as well for people that have been taking part in the Discord challenge and stuff. But like, you know, for anyone who is curious about ComfyUI, we have that introduction course now available at actionvfx.com, by Doug Hogan. And
come check it out.
Yeah, definitely highly recommend. It was like, there was a graphic. Cannot recommend enough. 8 hours, 15 modules. There is just, I mean, even just from this 40-minute conversation with Doug, you can see how much he cares, but also how much insight the man has. So yeah, highly recommend. Go check that out. Treat yourself.
Yeah, and let us know what you think, and also keep in mind we are just getting started. My notes app on my phone is huge, and it's just, this will be really cool for the next one. This will be really, we got to explore this thing.
I was going to say, yeah, is it anything to tease?
Oh man, yeah. So we're gonna go in the next one. One of my favorite things we're gonna do. I might put your face on. I don't know, Tom. I need your permission, but
you have it.
I want to show everybody that footage of the soldier falling. One thing I really want to do is do a complete face replacement, straight Mandalorian. Like, let's just completely change your actor. Let's redub. Let's go through and add different lines, because it doesn't say anything. Let's make the soldier say something. Let's make him a British soldier. I don't know. Maybe we'll change some aspect. Cool. But the next version of this is going to be showing you how to manipulate live action footage in a way that is very creative, very customizable, and completely seamless. You will never know that it was ever changed, and it's going to be really cool.
Well, you have my permission there, so you have it now recorded.
I got it.
If
you all heard it,
guys. In the chat, if that's something that you want to see, let us know. It'll be on the horizon. But yeah, we've recently updated the Discord challenge. For those that don't know, we set you guys a challenge every month. We took a brief time just to readapt it and evolve it, and now it's turned into something very different. So we gave you all different practice footage to play around with, and it was simply just create something, show us how creative you can be with these clips. You could have used anything, any assets. You could have made something CG, anything or even AI. It was basically just use these clips and show us what you can do. So we have a couple of submissions to review, but first we do have some prizes that we're going to be giving away.
Oh, sweet.
We have a Action VFX t-shirt, which I believe we're all modeling today.
What's up, guys? Sweet tees.
They're incredibly comfy.
They really are.
They're so soft. It's like the one thing that everyone's like, Action VFX t-shirts, they are the softest.
Yeah, we're not saying that for marketing. It's legit. Every time we get one, we message the boss and we're like, where do you get these shirts from? They're so nice.
And we then also have a mystery box, which is actually kind of evolved into a mystery wheel. We have a wheel to spin to give you guys a selection of prizes. So that'll be a bit of fun to have. But first, we're going to review the work that has been submitted. So Wyatt, who is up first?
Up first is Falling Star.
Looks hot.
That is, really good job. Fire. Yeah, can you play that again?
Yeah, let me look that.
There you go, perfect.
This looks like heavily based off the recent fire tutorial.
No, this
Very
looks
good
really
job.
nice. Good use of the assets too. Like I love the different fidelity. Like the sparks look nice and sharp, and the flames look
Yeah.
soft and hot. It gives a lot of good texture to the shot. It's neat.
That's really good. No, and good use of the practice footage as well. Oh, hang on. Definitely has. Yeah, no, really good.
Oh, hey, the artist is here
Hey.
too. Great job.
Oh, very good. No, very off to a great start, especially with the good track.
Very
Good
nice
track.
camera track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great track. Yeah, no, really good detail. Nice work.
Moving on to our next submission.
One, yeah.
Is
Who's next?
Beat that, guys.
After.
Oh, that's cool. So a little alien popping out. Cool.
Sure, man.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
that's neat. That's fun.
Yeah. It's like a little. I don't. There's just something about the. Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, go and get you.
That's cool.
Yeah, like that little pop out.
Yeah, where does that come from? I wonder that the little alien.
Yeah, if whoever made the comp is there, tell us how you did the alien head.
There's something about this.
Is it a
the
head or a hand?
Is it?
Or I think the streaming compression is making it a little hard to see, but it's like a dragon
cool.
head.
All right.
Oh, cool. No, I mean the tracker. Yeah, it's kind of like the story being like this little thing has just been like not attacking everyone, but just pesting them through the woods.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice one.
On to our next one, Judah Goldstein.
Nice.
Very. That walk is so satisfying.
Chunk.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. That's cool with the explosions and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Are those assets from the? Are those the new 3D explosions from Action, or are those explosions generated by him?
I don't think those are ours. I'm trying to.
They're really nice. Yeah. They're really good.
Nice. I really like the lens flares on the explosions as well.
Really good. And the light and shadows
and the shit. Oh, and there's even some there's clouds comped back in.
Nice. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, lovely. And like, sorry, I've just noticed the truck on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, as that comes in now. There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of great energy in this. This is cool.
Yeah, that due to that the warp is really satisfying. I don't know what it is. That's on point.
Oh, and I just noticed the color of the explosions all interact with the smoke.
Oh yeah,
it's good. A lot of really great details.
Very good.
Or like the lasers too. Yeah, that's really well done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Up next, we have a submission from Webbo. Love Webbo.
Nice. Very cool.
Look at that. He's adding a ton. Webbo is I'm assuming is a guy, but if not, like, apologies. But either way, the artist is like putting a lot of great new detail in the ammo boxes. You got Rose got a little buddy there on the rooftop looking at the on Godzilla. It's great, really nice.
Really good job on Godzilla. I wonder where that's come from as well. That looks real. Whether that's like modeled, because Webbo has won a couple of challenges in the past as well. I think twice. So yeah, no, it's good to see another entry from him as well.
That's great.
Yeah, okay. I would love to pose that challenge to everyone. What is Rose saying as he hangs up that phone?
As the kid says, "I'm cooked, Jack." Right? Is that what the kids say? That's what my daughter says.
Yeah, really great job, Webbo. And yeah, nice. The plumes as well. Very cool.
Some ammo crates on the floor too, holding up a laptop.
Really good story details. It's really nice.
And Webbo actually made a second submission as well. Unfortunately, the first submission is the only one that'll count, but I thought we might as well show it off just to kind of see what else he was able to make in his free time.
Love it. Good job on the light.
Yeah, so taking that crawling fire shot and replacing pretty much everything in it.
Nice roto. See? Roto.
Yeah. I feel like Wyatt, I'm assuming that we don't have the original plates for context, do we?
Let me double check.
Just while because realizing that it'd be good to show what has been done for folks, but we can obviously see and assume. But no, really good job. I love the brake lighting that's coming in. Really good job.
Yeah. It's got some Sin City vibes to it, doesn't it? It's nice.
I was thinking Die Hard.
Oh, definitely Die Hard. Yeah.
I see Die Hard, but I do like the Sin City name drop. Yeah. I do like that movie a lot.
Oh, and I've just seen that it's one of our. That's our fan. Is that one of our industrial fans?
I was wondering about that. I was like, was that originally in the clip, or was that our CGI fan asset? Webbo, are you here?
Webbo, are you
Tell
here?
us your secrets.
I'm grabbing on. I'm fair. It looks familiar, but yeah, no. Again, very cool. I love the again.
Yeah.
Track looks very good. I don't know how tracking. I mean, maybe I need to integrate ComfyUI into my pipeline and stuff.
Yeah, man.
But, trying to change the environment from that's a big task. And this was his second submission.
Then we have Matt MCM.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Love it.
Very cool.
A lot of creativity here. This is cool.
This is
so much.
Waking up in the
this seems like it would have taken a long time to do.
Yeah, this is great. I love the kaiju tentacles coming from the space. I guess space. It's huge.
Kind of, I'm getting Futurama.
Yeah, a little Futurama. Yeah,
perfect. Cool, nice one. Great job, Matt.
Yeah, very nice. I like the tentacles, all this sliminess on them.
Great attention to detail with the smoke coming from that generator over there. It's casting a shadow onto the surface.
Yeah.
It's grading it correctly. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, that's a very good.
And I like the atmosphere kind of making the further away tentacles.
More
blue.
Really gives it some scale.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like there was a slight issue with Falling Star. I think we might have played the wrong comp. I have it loaded up here though.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, that was good. Again, good track, nice. From the inspired by, or maybe followed along with the fire tutorial. That I believe that was the clip used from the fire tutorial. Correct, Wyatt?
Yes, it was. And that's actually a great thing you can do is we are trying to tie some of these clips into tutorials we've done so that if you want extra help figuring out how to really achieve cool effects with it, you can watch those tutorials and get some bonus insights into
Great job, 5-star. And
yeah, great.
Good job living to the name too. That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks great. Yeah. Who else have we got, Wyatt?
And then we have our final submission from, I want to say this is pronounced Chronovision VFX.
He flooded the city.
Very nice.
Really great.
I love this comp is great. I also really
Yeah.
love on all these submissions. Like I got my nice headphones on. Everybody puts this audio, a lot of work in the audio soundscape, and it really does. Just one of the best pieces of advice I ever got was that sound makes the picture brighter, and it totally does. Put some sound on a visual effects shot, and then all of a sudden it's so much more. And this is already a great shot to start with. Really nice matte painting.
I'm stealing that quote, Doug. Yeah, this looks so incredible. Good. All the reflections, the water ripples, the boat driving through. I believe the sky replacement. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's just a really nice sky replacement," and then I was like, "Oh no, the whole city's flooded."
It's invisible VFX almost. It's just like, it's just
That's what we're going for.
Yeah, like, and just the fact that the trees as well, they've all been like rotoed and
they're moving. They're moving. You see that? They're kind of undulating a bit. Really nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like the. It looks like it's very hard to see, but there's like a tower in the center, way back in the mountains, and when the helicopter flies by, birds fly out. From
Every good matte painting needs some birds. It's I love that. It's great. It's like the Wilhelm scream of matte painting.
And the helicopter looks really well done too.
Very good.
Yeah,
great job.
Very curious to see how they got the boat in there.
Yeah, I would love to see a breakdown of this one. If again, if you've worked on one of these comps that we're watching, we would love to see some breakdowns and how you assembled all these shots. So yeah, please do share them on Discord.
Yeah,
this is great. Cool. Okay.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
So we've had all of we have reviewed everyone. Doug, were there any standouts for you that you would like to name drop before we announce our winner?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just fresh in mind, but honestly, really great shot. The one we just saw, really, that reminds me of like those really good, final project comps that you'd have at the end of school, at the end of uni. Like you put a ton of time into it, and it's this great portfolio piece that you can just like put out there, and it shows a lot of. It's got a good eye. It's got a good color palette. It's aesthetically pleasing, but really good attention to detail. Again, like those trees moving, the birds flying, very subtly. It doesn't call attention, but it makes the world bigger and deeper. So I would definitely go for that one. That's my personal favorite this round.
I also thought the color grading was very nice. It's interesting because it's a different color grade for each clip since everyone else is doing it. And that one I thought was like really well color tinted everything.
Like everyone's interpreted, because for the most part we saw the same shots being. That's the whole point of this as well, is to allow everyone to be creative. But seeing everyone's different grades, different kind of the personalities come through, the sound effects and everything. That was really great stuff, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to shall we spin the wheel or announce the winner first?
Spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
You keep talking about this wheel. I want to see the wheel.
The wheel. All right. Okay. I promise maybe next time it will be better looking of a wheel. But on the mystery wheel, we have a selection of prizes for you all to win. So we have a collection of variety. Well, we have a collection of collections. We have variety collections of in here, from the VFX starter pack to the shootout crate, sorcerer's vault, the cinematic lens flares, ground impact essentials, and building fire essentials as well. So they're all in here so that you could win. But also trickled in are annual subscriptions to the essential plan, the introduction to ComfyUI course, which we've been talking about today. That is also in here, so you could get that. But yeah, let's spin the wheel, shall we?
Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Right, what are we going for? It's going to be shootout
crate.
Shootout crate. great. For those that don't know, this is a variety pack of VFX assets that has everything from muzzle flashes, gun smoke, everything that you need for a firefight, which could come in very handy as well. Because before we announce that winner, let's talk about like the next challenge, shall we, Wyatt? So we have new practice clips for you. We have man looking out over the city, flamethrower gas tank explosion, so a bit more World War II-esque, and then woman shooting a sci-fi blaster. Again, you don't have to use these specific shots that we're highlighting here, just from the collection itself. So, a couple of these have various different angles or kind of are part of a sequence. You can create an entire sequence if you want, or just focus on one shot. This is the whole point of this challenge, is for you to be creative and experiment with different stuff and show us what you can do. So that is for next month. Obviously, with you watching us on the live stream, you are getting the first heads up. The proper announcement will be on the 1st of October. So yeah, you have a little bit of time to maybe download some of these, start seeing what you could do, brainstorm, share thoughts on the Discord as well, and start getting creative. And also to reiterate as well, you can make multiple submissions if you've got the time. Do one of each. Show us what you can do, and that'll kind of increase the chances of winning as well if you make one that's particularly smashing. So who's our winner?
Yeah, just to emphasize, if you pick, let's say, woman shooting sci-fi blaster and it has 4 different shots in it, you can use all 4 shots. You can use just one shot, whichever you want, but you can use anything within that sequence. You aren't restricted to just what's shown in the thumbnail.
Thank you. Why? Yeah, no, I thank you for clarifying that. I think I went into a random mode.
I just want to hammer it on the head just to make sure everyone knows there.
Great, cool. So Wyatt, who is our winner?
Drum roll, please.
Hey,
Chronovision.
Well earned.
Let's see it again.
Good job.
Let's see it again.
So well done, Chronovision. This is fantastic. Great job on it. We'll reach out. We'll be posting this on Discord, but also feel free to. We'll reach out to you as well. So keep an eye on your DMs. But yeah, really great job. Hope to see you create something for next month as well. But yeah, no, great job. We'll be sending you the shootout crate very soon, along with your Action VFX t-shirt.
Very comfy.
Very comfy. But yeah,
Comfy.
Yeah, I'm almost bummed you didn't get the comfy. I would love to see comfy in the hands of Kronos. That would be amazing.
I know.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, we'll be sorting something out, I'm sure. And but yeah, Doug, thank you very much for joining us today, and also for the course itself, Introduction to ComfyUI for VFX.
Appreciate it.
By Doug Hogan.
Yeah, well, it's got my little name on it, but like honestly, it was a huge team effort. Wyatt, Tom, countless others. Jocelyn's here. She's in the threads. Ro. Yeah, there was a lot of work, a big team effort coming together to like pull this and make it as high caliber as possible. And because that's really what we want to do here. The Academy's now launched, and we're hopefully setting the bar for what, the next one is going to be even better. We're just going to keep getting better and better and better. So that's just full of these high quality courses that will just kind of make you this really badass VFX artist that studios can't pass up. You're just too good.
Absolutely.
But then you'll win all the VFX challenges.
Gonna win everything on that mystery wheel. So yeah, great. Thank you all for watching today as well. I can't believe that the chat's been so chatty today. It's been wonderful to see as well. So yeah, obviously next live stream, end of next month, October. It's the last Thursday of every month. So where are we at? October 27th.
But-
okay. Oh, that's the deadline.
Yeah, that'll be the deadline. It'll be the last Thursday
Cool.
of the month. November and December, we'll be making some variations to adjust for the holidays, since Thanksgiving and Christmas will be coming up. But we'll keep you guys posted on that in the next live
Fantastic.
stream.
Cool. Thank you all for joining us. Doug, thank you once again.
Thanks for having me.
And